Since September of 1981, the Umpqua Fishermen's Association has established itself as being the premier group of outdoorsmen and women dedicated to enhancing the fishability of the Umpqua River system. As part of the S.T.E.P program and working under the guidelines of the ODFW, the Umpqua Fishermen's Association continues today with their story of success. The Umpqua Fishermen's Association is an integral part of S.T.E.P, Salmon, Trout Enhancement Program. Some local schools also get into the fun and activities.
Okay, today was a real cooperative effort. We were able to get funding to stock Cooper Creek Reservoir, and we got the funding from the Oregon Legislature and plus the Oregon Wildlife Heritage Foundation. That allowed us to put about 1,000 catchable size fish in there. And then we were also able to put in some nice big trophy fish, which were ranging from 5 to 15-pound fish, real nice fish. So, and what it is the guides who are participating in the Umpqua Fishery Enhancement Derby are also contributing their time to take the kids from Eastwood Elementary School out fishing. And Eastwood Elementary is one of the places that was chosen because Eastwood Elementary actually runs a hatchery that they're raising some of the steelhead smolts for us. So they're part of it, and so going fishing is kind of a reward for them, and it's a good thing for everybody.
Boy, look at them come in there now.
Okay, let's... Well, yes, we just got to witness Department of Fish and Wildlife dumping in several thousand rainbow trout here for today's event. Those kids are certainly excited, weren't they?
They are pumped. When they get in the boat, they won't be able to sit still. It's usually pretty entertaining to see what happens.
Okay.
From the collection of broodstock to the releasing of literally hundreds of thousands of small fish, this mainly volunteer group works very hard and odd hours at achieving their goals.
So if the dead ones to remain in some of the hatch boxes here, we have a risk of maybe infecting the whole hatch box?
That's exactly right, yeah.
Okay,
They'll create a fungus, and that fungus will start growing in other fish, so we got to be careful to try and get them out if we can. But later down the line here, it seems funny how these little guys do when they start getting chipped up, and it's a little while before we get them out of boxes. They'll hide their dead under themselves. They'll just go on top of them, and they'll eat off of them. They're kind of cannibalistic, you know, so...
Oh wow, look at these. Now no wonder why they make some of the fish lures look like some fish fry. That is interesting. Wow. Wow, and like you say, 5,000 brand new fish per each of these boxes. Look at those little guys. Just think, only 3 years until the return.
Now see, if he can swim out of that spoon, I'll let him go for a while. So next time, so he got out of there no problem. So if they don't make it out of that spoon,
he's generally going to be a goner anyway.
He's going to be a goner, so.
So again here, just to save the rest of the of each of these boxes, we get rid of the ones that haven't made it. Larry, this is so interesting.
This facility has probably been here, let's see, 18 years this facility's been here. So it's kind of neat how we've been doing this for 18 years, just raising these little fish.
So at this particular facility, we're talking 5,000 fish per box. I mean, I'm looking across this.
There's 20 boxes here, but they're not all full.
Okay.
We just got a dozen of them full now, so. These are really looking good now, these fish are. They hatched out. You don't find many bad ones now. It's usually in their egg stage, if the eggs will coagulate or something, or get some kind of fungus on them. And the fact, one box over there, I picked out of one box over 600 eggs out of one box, just because they all were too hard.
Yeah.
They didn't hit, they got.
I don't know if the people at home can actually really see this, but those aren't worms. Those are all thousands of baby, brand new fish. Well, they're settling out now.
You can't see them this way. You can see how they lay down here, and you think they're dead, but they're not. They're just laying there.
They're just kind of laying there, just enjoying life for the moment. Yeah.
Eating off their sack, So.
Wow. So we just did the math here, and we figured that it was about 300,000 young fish at this facility, and with the return ratio of 10%, that means 30,000 fish 3 years from now, so fishermen can go after them.
About 900 fish come up here to the Canyonville site. We were able to recycle about 700 of those fish, so we took them back down so that the anglers would be able to have the opportunity to fish for them again. We passed some wild fish, but about 95% of the fish that came here were the hatchery fish. Then we also, when it was too late to be fishing on the Umpqua, we took the fish that came here and put them up at Galesville Reservoir for the opportunity. And it was a really cool thing because it was a cooperative effort between all the UFA members and the community volunteers that came day after day after day to help us work up all the fish.
All right, my name is Jamie Bellinger, and I'm an STA intern working for the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and I studied marine and freshwater biology at the University of New Hampshire. And so I have this opportunity, I guess provided by the Umpqua Fishermen's Association, to come out here and learn a little bit about fisheries. So while we have these smolts, my job mostly is to watch them and babysit them, so make sure they're all doing all right, make sure the water's always running through. And then in a couple weeks, once they're acclimated to this stream water, they get released into the creek, and then they'll run out eventually to the South Umpqua and be ready to go on their way out to the river. I'm here all night long, so that if anything does happen to the fish out here, somebody is here. If the water levels go down or they start for some reason not getting enough oxygen, somebody is always here. Because they figure the fish that are in there can go, I don't know if someone said this already, but 90 minutes to 2 hours without any oxygen before they need to be released or something needs to be done. So someone has to be here constantly. So that's kind of what I'm out here for. I guess I do also keep out the critters. That gate is usually locked. Alright, so let's go take a walk over here. Just a routine checkup on the fish. So basically, you want me to show you what I would check on the water levels down here to make sure that there is enough water flow. Because if that gets low down there, that's going to indicate that there's not enough water going through the system. Stuff. And then just, kind of look over here. You can also check just by hearing. You can hear the flow coming in up at the top of the raceway. So I can check that, but I can, put the light on it and see that it's up there, and I can scan the surface to see it's all pretty calm now. You kind of see that you look down in there. The water's a lot clearer than it was earlier, so you can kind of see the fish down in there. But that's pretty much it for the nighttime stuff. Just make sure everything's still going smoothly.
The Umpqua Fishermen's Association, dedicated to make the Umpqua Basin a better place to fish.